But once again,
with the
Well, the
Renegade,
Renegade
Master.
Master.
yes, there's
That
a
wasn't
song.
even planned.
There's a song.
Did you, what were you lining that up?
Yeah.
Fuck
You
off.
lined it up first
I lined it
time.
up,
Yeah.
I know, nobody came in.
I know.
Martyn Waghorn for the second episode of the series. Get the business out of the way. O'Neill Sportswear sponsoring the series once again. The kits are unbelievable. The quality, and I believe there's a new one on the horizon.
Well, it's a week closer than it were last week,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Good hoodie you've got.
I've got a
I'm
good
very
hoodie
envious.
for golf. It's a beautiful shade of blue. I'm the envy of everybody in the clubhouse, let me tell you. They're like, where did you get that from? I'm like, oh, well. Watch this podcast and find out.
Is it a pocket hoodie?
It has got pockets, yeah. just for me
Do you find it hard to get your hand in?
No way.
Pocket? No, it just looks.
Bit snug, you say.
Yeah.
Could have gone a size
Oh.
up, but
Yeah.
I don't think they've got bigger.
they go up to 7XL.
Oh, do they? Well, that is 7.
Back to the old school episodes, I think, this week, because we've not had somebody on that you've like really known.
that's
your
true.
boot boy at Sunderland.
Yeah, and I do get exposed, but I'm not confident. I definitely tipped him. He'll tell you the
Mr.
story
Waghorn
in a minute,
says.
but
No.
Dwight York killed us.
I don't think you did. And he deserved a lot of money for cleaning them croppers.
Oh, they were in some
So,
states.
Yeah, off shape.
But really good lad. He just loved it.
Yeah.
He messaged after. Loved the crack and that. So
What did he play for?
started Sunderland, Leicester, Derby, Rangers, Northampton, Wigan.
Yeah. A few more in there, maybe.
Yeah, amongst others, I'm forgetting, but
Yeah, there's
proper
definitely a few
sound.
But forgetting, just like you forgot to give him any money near that Christmas period.
Yeah. He needs send us details, Waggy. I'll send you that tip.
They love him at Derby as well, innit? And it's strange how you know, where you might end up finding your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Obviously did well at Derby.
Well, his mum and dad have moved there and he's
Yeah.
settled. Can I just thank O'Dwyer's?
You certainly can. What a gap this is, by
Best
the way.
place in Derby. Because I went, I think it was a few days after we recorded with Waggy. Brilliant. We got a band over from Ireland
In for the night.
in for the night.
Did you buy?
I worked the room.
Did you pay your bar bill, or do we owe next time we go?
We might. I've ticked it on. This is on the lads.
With
This
the
one.
room. You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, aye.
Creeping.
Yeah.
Get him in.
Yeah, work the room. Every fucking Doris got spoke to.
Mr. Martyn Waghorn.
I'm in the trenches here, lads. Early doors. Why didn't Browny tip him for cleaning his boots at Christmas?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I knew this was going to come up.
But I said to him yesterday, I said, Waggy was on my boots and I can't remember whether I tipped him or not.
So I had you and Yorkie. So these you and me first year, Yorkie second year. And I think I always remember because I felt like I'd done such a good job. them Copper Mundials, they were massive. I'm sure they're like size 12 or 13 or something. Took us days to clean. But then I got Yorkies the next year or whatever. And mate, he tipped us about. So we had the thing with the pot, remember Baldy's like, whatever you make, you had to put like 150 quid into the pot. And then some lads were only getting 50 quid, so I took all the money in. But Yorkie gave us about 600 quid. He's like, I know what the rule is. I'll give you your 150 quid for the pot, come see us later. And he gives an extra 450 quid. So I was absolutely buzzing. I was thinking, did I fucking get anything off Browny last year or not? Absolutely nothing. I think I got a ripped pair of boots once.
The front
I fucking hanging a big toes popping out the front. It's like, I wear these. I know he's got to wear black boots, lads, for your fucking academy. So I had to wear about 10 pairs of socks to make them work. But cheers for
I
that.
honestly can't remember, but
Yeah.
so you don't sound 100% convinced.
I'm
No,
not.
that's convincing to
yeah.
me.
That's getting thrown
That's
out of court.
memories.
I think it's because Yorkies was so good, and his must have been fucking
I was
nowhere
thinking
near it.
50 quid maybe. But
Yeah.
I'd like to think you've got a bit of money in your pocket for him today.
Just run the cash point.
I think a coffee will do these days. The coffee will do.
fuck
Good
me.
times. Yeah.
I can't believe you never
Did he look
tipped.
after you though, as a young lad coming through?
Yeah, he was really good actually. You were always like quite sociable with the young lads. I mean, you always like spoke well to her and stuff. So you get a few weapons, don't you? Let's be honest. In that group, there was a couple as well. But as a kid, yeah, he's always quite chatty and as a striker as well. I actually looked up to him. Do you know what I mean? Like seeing him bag a few goals, I'm thinking, yeah, if I can be half decent like Browny, I might have a chance. So
Humbling that, mate.
yeah.
Weren't expecting that.
You
Where is you fuckers?
owe him another 50.
Little bit, because that changing room when I broke through, it was a young
There
A lot
was,
of young lads, weren't they?
And do you know what it was like coming through as well? Like we had a gap of like so our lot. Then you have like Trev Carson. You remember like Gramey and Belly and all these like these were like the next big things, and they kind of really got nowhere as well, did they? Which was a shame because they were a good team. But yeah, the dressing room was a bit wild at one point, wasn't it? With you lot in and stuff.
So were you a year younger than them?
Yeah, no, 2. I was 2 years younger, but we played up quite a bit because we had a good group. In fairness, didn't we? It was like me, Hendo, Callback. We had Mickey Little, Michael Kay, Robbie Weir. So like we all kind of probably jumped a year or 2 ahead, and then we started to overtake like these lot, and I think they hated it because they got released quite early doors. So we kind of took their spot.
I couldn't believe Jordan. As a 14, 15, he was like that one.
Yeah,
Henderson.
Mate, I try and tell people this all the time. Like, no chance, I'm not having it. I'm saying, I guarantee you, 15 to 16, he was a good, like really good player, tidy. But he fucking 50 kg piss wet through on you, like. But he just fit us out, worked hard, like just gave everything, didn't he?
He did skills school. Remember
Remember
Soccer
that?
AM? When the like I think was it Tubes used to go.
Tubes and
And then they all used running
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah,
Team power.
Jordan did
that
it.
one, yeah.
And honestly, the legs on him, he's like that.
Yeah.
So he'd have been 16 then, maybe.
Yeah, it was
15,
first year,
16.
no, it was first year scholar, 16, 17.
But even then, you look at him, you're like, he just looks like an embryo.
Yeah.
So just to put this into perspective, like my left leg's 50 kgs.
That was Hendo. with a bit of gel in his hair as well.
The wet look.
Yeah,
One
wet
at
look,
99
broke
pence
him,
from
wet look.
Wilkinson's.
No, mate, he's a fucking great player. Like, he just hadn't really developed that at that stage yet, had he? So, which is just funny. I was a tank when I was about 12, so I got away with it.
I was bally with you.
Yeah, class. He had the biggest impact on my career, 100%. So when I was coming through the academy wise, when I was 14, 15, I had a chat with like Dickers and Jed, and I nearly got released at like 15, just before. It's funny how it happened. So I nearly got released. I used to play left wing, left back. Like I was well built, but I was shite in games, if I'm being totally honest. And I think like my personality, and I think they saw something in us because of my physique. So I stayed there for so long. And then one game we played Liverpool at home at the training ground. The striker phoned in ill in the morning. I went up top. I scored a hat-trick against Liverpool, and then I stayed up front ever since, and that's how I got me scholarship. That's like a genuine like
Sliding
right
door
place,
moment.
right time, and no one has to go front. And honestly, that was the start of like my probably striker career. Really came back, and mate, I don't know. I came back that year as a first year scholar, and I just got like massive for some reason. Like I think I just grew, and I was just like barging everyone out the way. Like and I just like the game come just a little bit easier. It was like I just physically just was a bit more advanced than some of the kids, and it just helped us like tenfold. Yeah.
Is this when you were 15 or 16?
16, yeah. And then obviously we're coming to Bawley, and then Bawley's the same. So Bawley's the first person to ground you straight away when he. So then we get called up to the first team, chairman and that, and then I remember my birthday in the January, I got trained with the first team, made my debut. We'll probably come back to that. Made my debut. I went out on my birthday night, bought some new clobber and that, whatever. Get a phone call for Bawley Sunday morning, meet me a Roker now. I was like, fuck, what have I done? I was like, I've just went out on my birthday with my family, dragged us down to the Roker. If you ever go and buy some new clothes again, I swear to God, you might have made your debut, but you're never doing that for me again, and I'll never send you back up there. I was like, fuck's sake.
What club was in back then?
They weren't that bad, surely.
Luke. Luke. I had a Luke top on, Luke pair jeans, and a fresh pair of originals or something. I was buzzing. I spent no more than 150 quid or something. He's like, you're wasting your money. Don't turn into one of these. You're a good player, but if I ever see you buy a new outfit, I was thinking, oh shit, the bed. So. Yeah.
He said the same to me when we had him on. So I'm not for a drink for 3 years.
But no, I don't know. He had a way of the lads of like obviously like humbling you, but just like demanding more of you to be better. He's class. I still speak to him this day and ask him for stuff.
He had the knack spot on.
Yeah.
What we speak about all the time.
Arsehole and been sound.
Yeah.
But
It was
respect.
It was weird, wasn't it? And he took his he took his paintball in one time, right? And all the lads were shit scared, like Bawley's, like whatever. And like he's like, I'm not playing, lads. You go and have a good day. So all of us like team on team, whatever. And then half an hour into it, some fella walks over this hill. He's got like a balaclava on. He's got 2 guns. He's like got good grenades. it's Bally. He just comes out, just pelting all the lads. And all the lads are like pelting away, like, if any of you fuckers shoot me, you're on playing on the weekend. And all the lads are like,
Just running.
Yeah, just running away from me. It looked like fucking Armageddon or something, firing the back, chucking grenades and that, mate.
If he just stood at top like
It was
Rambo.
like this. Oh, mate.
He's got an aggressive walk as well,
Yeah,
if you
mate.
remember.
Yeah, he had
He
that
didn't want to
he had
throw
that
a
limp,
couple of
didn't he?
guns
Yeah.
in his hand.
Mate, it was priceless. He was just class with the lads. He helped our group so much.
We were doing a possession thing one time, and remember Ian Graham?
Oh, yeah, Grahamie.
Cheeky Geordie,
Yeah,
little scrot he was. Great
Yeah.
lad. But he told Bally to fuck off.
yeah.
I think he'd give the ball away, and Bally said, you're in the middle, something like that. Graham went, no, I'm not going in.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I imagine just a silence afterwards.
man.
Oh, it's like, and Bally's lost his head. They've had it out. I can't remember if he sent him in or what, but he told them. And then he walked over to us and he went, I fucking love that. But he loved, anybody that
Had a bit about him, wasn't it? An edge.
He went, I fucking love
Yeah.
that. I don't mind that.
So,
Does that not
in your
encourage you?
head,
I've just gone, fuck off then, Ball.
I know that's what I was just about to say. Like, in your head, then, did you think, do you know what? I'll give him a bit.
No, but it would be in the right context, wouldn't it? Because
Yeah.
like if you do it in front of the group to like know he was a boss.
Yeah.
But then you go like to somebody or like you'd pull you like he's like, I love you, Edge, keep going, but like just don't fucking take the piss out of us. But he just loved that way of somebody
Yeah.
having a bit about him.
That's it. If you had an edge to you,
Yeah.
didn't mind
Yeah.
that.
So, what's the age difference between you two?
How old are you?
How many ranks
Yeah,
between you?
4 years. So it'll be 4 age groups.
So were you at the club when the sex tape and that came out?
Aye. We were kids then. You would have been. We would have
18?
been, yeah.
19?
We would have been 14, 15.
Oh, so you weren't actually
Yeah.
at the club?
No, because we were in the academy all the time.
Yeah.
It was there. Like we were in day release 3 times a week, whatever. And I remember, yeah, vividly. Yeah.
Comments on YouTube saying, Brownie, I was in year 10 when you did that. I was sending it Bluetooth around the year and
Because I was wondering whether you were like close enough to be clipping heels to be going,
no,
oh yeah.
not
Getting an
that
invite.
close.
No, but just like
that
he
Ian
came
Graham, he was in the video.
Yeah, he was in it, wasn't he?
He was in there.
Yeah.
Aye.
He managed to
don't
work
want to
his
go
way
to
in it.
fucking war with you.
Well, you can see him.
I don't know what he looks like.
No, it's well aware of it. And I remember, I think it might have been Dicker saying, I know what's going on up in like the dressing room and stuff, but if any of you guys get caught or anything like that, I'm thinking, we won't do it like that. And I'm thinking, should we go out fucking Tuesday night, should we get ourselves out? No, it was a funny time, that.
yeah, because I was wondering like when the paintballing stuff were going on and stuff like that,
Oh,
whether
mate, that was-
you were
No,
getting happy about it because
but the
pushing
thing is,
your
like,
way through.
as kids, you see the lads doing this, you're thinking, I can't wait to be a part of this. I can't wait.
I can't wait to shoot a granny in a card machine.
The lads are doing this. It's an absolute jolly up. You sign me up, do you know what I mean? But yeah, because we had a good group, we had a good few stories at our age group, but like, no, it was fucking daft like that.
Was it Keane that progressed you then, like pushed you? Because you went on loan, said Bruce sent you on loan.
Yeah, so Keane was the year they got promoted. Then the first year in the champ, I made my debut, Boxing Day. That was it. So to be honest, it was really random. So do you know, like academy, you break up for Christmas, don't you, on like the 20th or something. And we were all like handing out the boot money and stuff like this. I got me 450 quid off York. I'm thinking fucking Christmas is going to be class this year. And then Bordy pulls us in the games room afterwards saying, oh, you've got to stay behind over Christmas. They need another body. I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, I've just got 450 quid. I was going to go out, whatever, have a good time. He's
Can't spend it on clothes.
Can't spend on clothes. You'll have a good as for that. So I was going to buy a new iPod Shuffle or something. Get some new tunes. He's like, oh, you've got to stay behind. He's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but you've been over there a few times. They like you. They think you're going to just do a job for them in the short term. I was like, yes, Sam, whatever. And then trained for like 2 or 3 days. Trained Christmas Eve, and then they used to go in the hotel, didn't he, for home games. So I've went to my auntie's at the time for Christmas dinner. Then I've had to go back to the hotel, and then, mate, he's not said a peep to us the whole 5 days. Christmas Day, nothing. I'm in the hotel. I had to sing a song. I think me and Hendo sung fucking Ray J One Wish or something. As a duet, yeah. And not a thing like during like a gaffer, like laugh or whatever. I'm singing or you clap, everyone like claps or whatever. You're just looking at with pan face and thinking, oh, what have I done? Yeah, like I'm just fucking singing a song. I'm nervous as fuck. Do you know what I mean?
I can't imagine anything but like it must be bad enough. Just somebody, no emotion watching with it. Roy Keane just stood there stern faced.
Especially the song that they're sung.
Yeah, it was a ropey one. Really, looking back now, wish I just sang fucking 500 miles or whatever it is. Next morning, names like breakfast normal, not a peep. Tony Loughlin spoke to us a little bit, like just saying like, how are you, having a good time? And I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm having a great time. Cheers. I'm in a hotel at Christmas. Yeah, top man. Thanks very much. And he goes, all right, great. I've enjoyed today, whatever experience it is. I was like, yeah, sound. 12:15, flips the board over. I'm up top with Kevin Jones, like starting, and I've not had a conversation with the manager once, no shape, nothing. And he just goes, oh, you can see young Waghorn's playing. He's impressed in training the last few days. It's going to be a tough game. Just help him out. Hope he has a good day. Good luck. And that was all I got. So I'm ringing me dad, Mom, get to the game. Like, I'm starting. They were like, what? I was like, I promise you I'm starting. I'm playing. Being a Man U fan, Boxing Day, like, couldn't have been any better. Ringing all my family, get the game. Obviously, a game happens, complete and utter, so before the game, the only thing the gaffer said was like, I don't care how good you are on the ball, whatever, you're a young lad, work your cock off, and that's all I can ask of you. That's all I want from you. And I was like, yeah, sound.
What were your Christmas dinner like? Did you have a bash or?
Oh, I had a proper go. Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm going to a hotel later. I'm probably not going to eat it. So I'm going to be nervous as fuck. I'm going to eat my Christmas dinner. So I made proper 3-plater, do you know what I mean? Proper Geordie style. But yeah, played the game. I think I got voted man of the match for Sunderland. So this is another one. So I got voted man of the match for Sunderland, and Rooney got man of the match for United. So you go up to do the boxes in the press afterwards, and I didn't have me and Rooney are standing like this close to each other in the room waiting to go in. And I didn't have a clue what to say. I was like, well played, Rooney. I think I called him Rooney. Well played, Rooney. I captained you on my fantasy team today. You got us 46 points. It was like, brilliant. I was like, I didn't know what to say to him. But just
Rooney.
Rooney. I was like 17-year-old kid. Wayne Rooney stood next to us like a fucking just man marked like Ronaldo pretty much all the second half. I got elbowed a Vidic in the face. Like I had the ultimate debut. Elbow, chased Ronaldo, spoke to Rooney, got fucking 46 points fantasy football. Cracked it. Do you know what I mean? Like what I did.
Just helping me.
Yeah. got beat 5-0, but I didn't give a Scooby. Didn't give a shit.
That makes it all the better. I didn't know you were a United fan.
Yeah.
But it just everything.
Mate, it was mental how I worked out Boxing Day at home to United, yeah.
All the family make it?
Yeah, my mum and dad got there. When my mum and dad came, I can't even remember if my brother came or not. But yeah, walked out afterwards, just carry a bag in my hand. I think I'd carry a bag in my hand, Baldy's there, nearly in tears, fucking so proud of you. What a day. I was like, yeah, I didn't even know I was going to play. Honestly, the game was such a blur, I can hardly remember much about it. I think you get chucked in it and you're in it, aren't you? So
that's the best game of the year as well, isn't it? The Boxing Day.
Yeah. Mate, the fun thing was, get back home, get me little C2, drive my mate's house, go and watch Match of the Day. Honestly, I completely forgot having a few beers, take away at my mate's house, put Match of the Day on. I'm just sitting there and they're like, you fucking on the TV? I'm like, where? They're like, you on TV? I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I've just played a game. I couldn't. It was such a daze, mate. It's really hard to describe how I felt afterwards. It was mental.
That is like a dream come true, isn't it? Really,
it was class.
Apart from the 4-0 drubbing,
5.
Yeah,
5.
Mate, Ronaldo stuck a free kick over my head. I don't care. I'm buzzing with that. He scored a free kick.
Big free kick, Ronaldo.
Yeah. Top man.
Get 3 points
in
in
slow mo as it goes in.
I've got a paused photo. Don't worry about that.
Might be the last one he scored.
Please go in. Oh yeah, so that's how it.
And were you in? Did you play the next game?
No, I was in a few of the squads, so there's that. So I played that game. So there's that game. Played a couple of FA Cup games. We played Wigan at home, FA Cup. We played Blackburn in the cup. Then I got sent on loan. Came back from on loan. I done me MCL against in training, Cav tackled us. You know, like you go open, you finish up, done my MCL. I was out for 4 months. First game back, Stamford Bridge away, he starts us again. I'm like, I've not played a game. Like, he just keeps chucking us in against these big teams and get boshed every time.
And he's again with no conversation.
No conversation. Like, yeah, I think he just liked us, which I've got to take some kind of comfort from. But he never spoke to us. But like, he was always sound with us. He never had a go at us. He never like battered us, hit us, chucked anything off us. So I take it as a compliment. Do you know what I mean? But I got dragged half time that game. He's like, that was a tough half for you. And I was like, yeah,
Hi,
that might have been a bit too far, that one.
Hi, Lampard and Martyn.
Yeah. Hi, Frank. But no, yeah, that was a bit too far. And then made a couple of other like appearances, and then I got sold the next summer.
So were you being with Juffy in that, or was he after?
I was there with Juffy. Remember when Juffy pulled the knife out in the kitchen? Were you there with him?
I wasn't there. I'd gone.
Yeah. So obviously you had the dressing room, you had like the warm up area, and the kitchen to the right, didn't he? And I think the gaffer might have dragged him or had a go at him or something. And he walks out the room with like a bread knife, and the gaffer goes, "Fucking put that away, Juffy. I don't know who you think you are." And it just like turns around like nothing's happened. Yeah, mental.
What was he going to do with it?
Yeah, what's he going to do with it? But he was
And
wild.
the gaffer Roy Keane at the time.
Yeah.
And Joffy's pulling a knife
He
on
was pulling
him.
a knife, yeah. And I don't think he was going to do anything. I don't know what there's like me, Hendo.
Cut in a hole.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we just sat there thinking, is this fucking happening? The kids just like watching people, and I see the gaffer kicking the white tactics board, launching that at somebody in the dressing room. I've seen that about 4 or 5 times. I'm thinking this is good gear. This. I'm here for this.
I can imagine it's a bit awkward for Juff, you know, when he's gone it with a knife and he's got no scared reaction at all. You're a bit like,
I think that's what the problem was. Like, no one really reacted because he was a bit of a cannon, and I think he just like walked back and put it away.
Put it away,
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah.
Was that to do with Ferdinand, was it? Were you there with Ferdinand?
Anton, yeah, I was there for Anton.
Nothing to do with them, was it? Did he have...
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise if it was something to do with them too, because then I was at it, wasn't he? He was a cannon as well, Anton. He's a good guy.
It was Cookie. I saw Cookie the other day.
Oh, did you?
In Manchester. He was a kit man for years.
What a
And he
guy,
told
mate.
us... I'm sure it might...
Mentioned
that
it
it was-
wouldn't surprise us, yeah, because they're always at each other.
how did you find Parkinson down at Charlton?
It was hard because I got signed under Lampard, then he got sacked like 3 games later. But at that stage, we had like 8 loans, and you can only have 5 in your squad. And there's like big personalities like Keith Gillespie was on loan, I was on loan, Jamie Cleverley was on loan. And there's a lot of bodies, and I think it was just easy for Parky to leave me out, do you know what I mean? So back then you could do like a 2 or 3 month loan, couldn't you? You could have like short ones. So I was only there for like a short spell, and then I got wind that I wasn't going to be in one of the squads. I think it might have been the January FA Cup. And I just didn't. I was meant to get a flight back down to South, and I didn't get it, and I think I just cancelled my loan.
Any more knives or anything being smashed up?
No, not
Whiteboards going on.
It started to get a bit PC after that, to be honest. Like, everything started to get a bit normal once I left Sunderland, to be honest.
Did somebody park in his parking space? Keane's parking space?
Oh, I don't know. I
Bonder,
heard one
maybe?
at Sheffield, somebody parked in Chrissy Wilder's parking space, and that apparently was like World War III, I heard, which I can imagine.
Was it Jim Bonder?
Because he had wild car. Him and Jibda had, Cisse had mental cars, didn't they? So, it was not Cisse.
Could have been.
I think it might have been Cisse, you
Could
know,
have been.
because he started getting left out the squad. And then, because he took a massive hump when he was on the bench when I played. He was like tutting and saying everything in the conference room when I was playing. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was somebody like him.
Did you get on any of Keane's trips? Did you go away at all? Or?
Yeah, we went to a place in Spain, but it was, to be honest, it was only me and remember Michael Little, the left back.
Mm-hmm.
There's only us 2 on it that time. But we weren't allowed out, so all the lads had a night out at the end of the trip, and so Grant Ledbetter, Chops were like all trying to get us out, and like, oh, come out for a couple. So me and Mickey Little were like, we've got no money, like we can't come out. And Grant,
I've spent Yorkers.
yeah, Grant was like, no, we'll pay for you. So I think long story short, I think they ended up speaking to the gaffer saying, can they come out for 1? And then we had to get a taxi home, so I wasn't exposed to anything too bad, to be honest. But yeah, that was the only first one really trip that I went on with him.
Was it your decision to leave? Or was it a mutual thing?
No, so so we all went on loan for a year. So I went to Leicester for a year. Hendo went Cov, Callback went Ipswich, just with the three really like that went on big loans, all in the Championship. Done quite well, came back, and then we went to, used to take the team to the Algarve on pre-season, whatever, this golf course. Me and Callback in the room was thinking, because we're all getting like new deals, you go on loan and get a new deal, we're all like, wow, I wonder how much we're going to get and all this. Like, wasn't, get called in agents, he's like, this is what we're going to give you. Oh, brilliant, class, go back to the room. Call back, did you get offered this? He was like, yeah, did you get offered? I was like, yeah, it's crap. So, for fuck's sake. I was like, I'm expecting this, but like,
It's crap.
It's crap. But no, well, obviously it wasn't. But yeah, we all signed the same deal at the same time. So I'm thinking, yeah, I've got 4 years, whatever. Yeah, settled. Going to go and play. Played West Brom first game of the season. Like everything was sound. Like ready to. Me and the missus were going around looking for houses to buy. All this.
And Steve Bruce.
This is Steve Bruce, yeah, sorry. So this is Steve Bruce. Had a good year on loan. He's like, yeah, we're going to keep you, blah, blah, blah. Signed a 4-year deal. And then probably about 10 days later, before the window was closing, they wanted Asmarjan. But I think they couldn't get rid of like maybe Dave Healy or Murph or whatever. Like they had a few bit of chops maybe. There was a couple of strikers they couldn't get rid of. And they wanted Jan. And I had a bit of value on it. So 10 days later, I'm down the M1 back to Leicester, like within 20 minutes of like looking at houses. I've had to pack up, go home, get me stuff and go back down and sign for Leicester within like an hour's conversation, like from nowhere. So I was buzzing, got another 4-year deal at Leicester, got paid up 4 years at Sunderland, signed another 4-year deal like within 10 days.
You got paid up your 4 years
Yeah,
at Sunderland
got
as well?
everything straight away because they're like, I didn't want to sell you. So my agent obviously was like, you didn't want to go, he's a young lad, he's from you. So they're like, yeah, we'll give you everything you've got just to get you the transfer fee in to supplement Jan. So yeah, I was fucking buzzing.
That's dream come true.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
That's better to play. That's more
Forget
dream
Boxing
come true. You can fuck Man U at home.
Yeah, 19-year-old staying in the Marriott Joe at Foss Park, Leicester, on the roundabout. I sat in there and obviously you get your first pay packet through. I was thinking, fucking, where's all this money come from? It's, like, in the grand scheme of things now, it's a lot of money. And like as a kid, like this is what I find hard with footballers because you just get money from nowhere, and some kids don't really know what to do with it. I was lucky, I had people around us to help us, whatever, and I used it quite well. But it's so easy for kids to just get lost in the game and lost in the money, and
Becomes the norm as well.
yeah, it becomes normal. It's just an expectation. I'm just going to get a move. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to have this forever, whatever. So, yeah, I was lucky and it was mental as a kid, and yeah, I'm very grateful for the opportunities and money I had. But just bizarre, like how you have a full pre-season, do well, sign a 4-year deal, like 10 days later, I'm somewhere completely different.
You buy some new clothes?
Yeah, I fucking did. I
Fuck you, Bally.
on the underground straight to
Pre-woman.
fucking Paris. I was on the fucking
Just put your card behind.
Eurostar straight there.
And did you enjoy Leicester, like as the city? Were you happy to be going back there?
Yeah, Leicester was a great club. I had a great year on loan. Nigel Pearson, the manager, him, Shaky, Walshy, the three of them, like, for a kid to go and play football at a big club, they were perfect, like very family orientated, looked after us, like just supplemented my personality and who I was as a player really well. Had a big Stevie Howard up front, like another Geordie. We had Matty Fryatt. So I had really good players around us that allowed us to just be me, really. I was a bit frustrated because I don't think I started the first fucking 20 odd games.
After signing or
on my first loan, and then Matty Fry got injured. I think then I just went on like this mad run and scored a lot of goals, got a lot of assists, and then when Leicester came in for us, I was just like, yeah, like class. I'll go back, yeah, not a problem. But in between that, obviously Nigel Pearson had left, he went Hull, and they'd brought in that Paulo Sousa. So the conversation was like, I'll go back to Leicester, not a problem. Like, know the club, know the lads. But I met the manager and he's like, oh, nice to meet you. I've not heard anything about you, but the club really like you, so we're going to sign you. I was like, oh, brilliant, cheers. This is the manager I'm speaking to. He's not seen us play. Doesn't know who I am. He's like, the club want to sign you. I had a good relationship with the owners. It was the new Thai owners at the time. The club think it's a good signing. The fans like you, so I don't know who you are. I've not seen you play, but welcome to the club.
And how did it develop? Did he end up liking
he
you?
got sacked after like 6 games, I think.
Oh,
So,
champion.
yeah. See you later.
Sorry, Mr. Souza. I don't know who you are either.
No, Sven came in then.
Yeah.
So Sven came in then. But yeah, that was good.
We've had a few lads on who played under Sven. That just seemed like
What a great guy.
Aye.
Honestly, I've not for like when there was wind of him coming in, everyone's like, "Fuck me, it's Sven Goran Erikkson, like England manager or whatever." But he was the nicest man in the world. Like, I was getting left out the squad, but I couldn't argue with him because he's like, "Oh, Waggy, come in, come see me." So I'd go in and be like, "Gaffer, like, why am I not playing?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I like you a lot." I'm thinking that I've gone in there, like, have a go at him. I've come out thinking he's my best mate. He's one of the managers that I just really knew how to like speak to people, and you couldn't really be angry at him because he's a fucking legend, really. At the end of the day, and he's like, "I know you want to go and play. I'll find you a club and all this." And he ultimately did help us get out, like, but. We used to do this training session, and he used to love betting for £5. So he used to do Old V Young on a Friday, and like, we're playing for £5, and everyone's like, it was class. Like, he's obviously must have made so much money in the lads. We had a good squad, but just the value of winning £5 off your mates, like, was like, come on, like, we're going to war day before a game, lads smashing each other, and if you score a goal, he'd be like, oh wow. Like, he was just like a big kid. Like, he was class. Honestly, just a really good guy. Really good guy.
Did you get? Am I right in saying you got young player of the year while on loan?
Yeah,
So you can understand why the club.
Yeah. I had a good relationship with the fans. Like, again, like, wherever I went, I just tried to work hard. Essentially, I know it's an easy thing to say, but I might have good days. But I always live by like Borley and what the gaffer, like Roy Keane said, was like, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. You've got your legs will always run. Do you know what I mean? Just run around for us, work hard, give 100%, and that's what fans want. And I think I try to live like most of my career like that, to be honest. And yeah, I had a good relationship with the fans. We done well. But unfortunately, I missed a penalty in the playoff semi-finals. But I just had a good connection with majority of the fans wherever I went, really. So it was a really nice club for me.
Were you all right? Because at what age would you have been? Talking about missing that
19,
penalty. Were you all right brushing it off?
No, it was tough, to be honest, because I got, if I'm being honest, I got away with it because Kermagan done the chip before us, didn't he? So he got the brunt of it all, and like, how can you like do that to a fucking 19-year-old kid? I'm thinking, yeah, fucking thank God you did that, because if I missed the pen, I would have been deviled. But Stevie Howard, like the boys like that, mate, it was like World War III in the dressing room afterwards. They were going to kill you, and like, it was mental.
Did the keeper just stay still?
Is it bad, is it?
No, he stood still, just popped it down. Yeah. When I'm saying this guy had the hardest shot in football, he had the hardest shot in football, and everyone just thinking he's just going to welly this, like he's going to take the goalie with him, and the fucker dinks it, and everyone's like, and I'm thinking, mate, I'm 19, you've just killed. No, I didn't think my age, but I'm thinking you've just killed me. I've got a score to keep us in it, and it was a tough period because I actually had loved the time there, and the fact that was my last game away, it was away in Cardiff. I didn't really get to see, like, your loans up in it essentially in the playoffs. Like, you don't get a chance to see it, like, throw out anyone. I didn't get to see nobody from the club, nobody from like that was there that helped us all the time. Packed up my flat and left all the lads like just up and left, and it was quite tough to take as a 19-year-old. Like, I had a lot of memories there, and it was a tough way to end. But obviously going back, I didn't know I was going to go back so quickly, but yeah, it was nice to go back. And
Who were the first to say something to Jan for the chip?
Fucking who wasn't? It was like a queue. It was like waiting for a chippy, like waiting for the first one to go in to like batter him. And like I don't think he came in the dressing room for a while afterwards. Like the people, like even like Nige, fuming. They're like, I think that would say like you just have to leave him alone for a little bit. But like lads, like big bonuses on the line for these people. Like bear in mind they were in League One the year before, just got promoted to the Championship, managed to get the semi-finals. Like we had a real chance to obviously go up. And he does this, and the lads like, it's fucking cost me this, all this money, wages, like everything was on the line for everyone, and it was a fucking hostile dressing room afterwards. Like I can't even remember coming in for a long time afterwards.
People might be thinking that's harsh because everybody misses penalties, but you just put your foot through it, didn't you?
But
unless you flip Messi
or someone, you got something about you.
enough.
But the state of the game or what it is, like mate, it's just zero signs of him doing anything like that. Mate, 6 yards out in training, he would kick the ball ask any of the GKs like Connie Logan or Casper or whatever, he would kick it in the face as hard as I could. From to dink it in the semi-final, it's like, what? Mental.
Keeper's done his homework, and he's known for absolutely levering it. You're going to stay at middle and
I think he stayed middle just because he's going to Elliot. Like that, and he's played right into his hands.
Did he leave that summer?
No, so he was back the next year because he'd signed. Oh, it was a frosty pre-season.
Yeah, I can imagine nobody wanting to room with him or talk to him. Or
I think the fact that obviously because Nigel left and a new manager come in, a lot of it got swept under the carpet a little bit, but it was tough.
You must have been buzzing when Pearson came back though, were you?
So Sven was there. Then Sven got us on loan to Hull with Pearson. So I went to Hull for a little bit, but I had a bit of a tough time injuries. I went away with the 21s, England 21s. Somebody got injured. I came on after like 5 minutes, freezing cold. I tore my hammy off the bone. So then I had like a bad spell there. Came back and I missed about 6 months of that season, like being missed me rehab was shite, whatever. But now just then went back to Leicester, so I was on loan from Leicester. I went back. Honestly, he looked after his class. I got sent on loan again. I wanted to leave, because I was one of these. I didn't want to just sit around and be a bench. I was young. I wanted to go and play, so I was always. Then we signed Vardy. We signed Nuge, Chris Wood, Jermaine Beckford was there. So we had like a lot of good strikers.
You feeling yourself?
So I was just falling down. So I was like, can I leave? He's like, no, you can't. Like we just. And then I probably started being a bit of a dick in training, like young kid, immature, kicking balls about, like just the usual to just probably tossing training off a little bit. Looking back now, it's probably been a bit of a weapon, do you know what I mean? And then I eventually got out on loan in the January. I think I went to Wigan, maybe, one of my loans.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I've got Wigan here.
I had a spell in Millwall there at some point as well, didn't I? I forgot about them. That was
a lot of clubs, hadn't you, by the way, on the sly?
That was a fun one. My debut at Wigan, we played Derby at home at Millwall. I came on, I scored within like 10 minutes. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm off here. Go and take a corner for us. Millwall fans, "Hey, Waghorn, you..." I'm thinking, are these our fans? Where's the Derby fans? They're battering me, yeah. I've just scored on my debut. Like, what? That was a hostile place to go and play.
Did you enjoy it though?
That mentality, innit?
Yeah, I loved the way they played. Like, proper, like, just old school footy. Get it forward, have a bit of a scrap, have a tear up. Fans loved it. When you were a kid, going on loan was always exciting. Like, I loved going, playing somewhere else and just trying something different. Like I say, I wasn't wanting to go and sit on a bench. Like, I know lads have sat on benches and settled for just go and train, go through the motions. It wasn't me. Like, I trained 100% every day, and I'd smash people. Like, I'll have a proper go. I just loved competing, do you know what I mean? And if I had to go and move, like, it probably wasn't help to the family or whatever, because it's fucking here, there and everywhere. I was whole of the UK on me list, do you know what I mean? But I just...
Still a young lad here, aren't you?
Yeah, I was 23 Millwall. Yeah, 23 Millwall. No, 22 Millwall, 23 Wigan. Then I went to Rangers, 25. I'd been a lot of places by... Yeah, I don't know whether that was personality-wise or just disliked by managers. As I get a bit older, I'm starting to question a bit of both. But I feel like I had a good relationship with a lot of managers. I just wanted to go and play. Like, I wasn't happy just not playing. Like, I love playing and scoring.
Have you ever seen him looking so smart?
I honestly haven't. He looks absolutely fantastic.
What's he got on?
He has got the new 25-26 Undr The Cosh strip.
I tell you what, this is giving me 2002 England vibes.
Beckham
Greece.
against Greece.
Funny enough, Chris, when I looked at you in that, the last person I thought of was David Beckham.
But you do look good.
The new shirts out now and available on our website and on the O'Neill Sportswear site.
Can I introduce the away kit? We have designed them ourselves.
A bit South American for me, I feel. Don't know why I'm getting them vibes, but I like it.
That's twice you've said vibes, and I don't like that word. You know that. So
I'm not getting any vibes. I'm just seeing two lovely kits.
Yeah.
I'm not getting vibes at all.
Don't make it complicated,
But
Chris.
we've mentioned it many, many times. O'Neill Sportswear, supported the last 3 series of the podcast, and if you want to get your own team kitted out, how many can you get minimum ordered?
Minimum order 7.
7.
But as many as you want from
How
me.
quick can you get them on your doorstep?
4 to 6 weeks from design to delivery.
If you're looking for a bit of a size guide, that is a medium
It is a medium.
that Chris has got on. Loose fit.
I'd recommend.
No, but the link's in the description. If you want to sort your own team out or get an Undr The Cosh shirt, click away and you can get sorted
Great
out.
present.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, sugar, yeah.
What a Christmas present that'd be.
And you can still buy the older kits.
You can.
If you like them more, that's sound. We're not here to judge whether you like this one better than the last one. You get whichever ones you want.
So links in the description. Get yourself involved. And a massive thanks, as always, to O'Neill Sportswear for supporting us. Did Leicester win the league while you were on loan?
Yeah, so when they went up in the champ, I was on loan at Wigan. When we got the sent in there, then I got playoffs that year as well. But yeah, they went up that year and I left.
Did you get a medal then?
That's
one thing I've always wanted to. I should have got a medal, but I never got a medal. Mate, that's good. Yeah,
That was the
never
same
got
at
one.
Sunderland, you know. When,
really?
When Keane, I left in the January.
Yeah,
I must have played, I think I played 17, 18 games.
Yeah.
I got the bonus from going up.
yeah,
But after I was like, I'm due a medal here.
Yeah.
I should have had another medal.
yeah.
Which would you rather have?
You're right, John, yeah. yeah, I was I
Some
got
medals
a
that you have, can't you?
have both.
Yeah,
You can't buy
I know.
some new Lyle
Get what you
t-shirts with
deserve,
medals.
Yeah. I wonder if you can. You write
can
a
get one.
strongly,
Back
strongly
there.
worded letter.
You should like the beer.
should be
I
with
think so.
Just shows your Twitter followers.
But right, so you should have gotten one
I
as well.
should
Did you
have
play
got one,
enough
yeah,
games?
essentially. Yeah, I would have, didn't I? Yeah, unless I didn't.
Did you get the bonus?
Yeah, I got a bonus. Yeah.
Or the medal?
Always.
That's why you've not
Yeah.
pursued it ever since.
Yeah.
Doesn't tell
Money's
me
not
that.
everything, lads. We want the memory.
Oh, just
Silverware.
remember that you never got your medal.
Yeah.
Sound, innit?
Yeah.
Did you sign under Uwe?
So,
Rosler.
so it was a funny story signing with Uwe. So mate, I'm trying to get out, whatever. My agent was close with Uwe. It's like, oh, Wigan are interested in you. They were mid-table at the time. It's like, yeah, I'll meet him. I'll have a conversation. I'll meet him at some service. I didn't know what I can't remember what services station it was, but he's very like proper intense. Like, loved the game, so detailed. And I'm sat there just like, am I going to play? Where'd you say he's playing? Mate, he's got like salt and pepper. He's got like a bottle of water. He's got ketchup in the back three. And like he's showing us all these formations. I'm on Burger King's table, and he's got like
Just Frank the trucker said.
these
Can I have that ketchup?
He's like, oh, if we go there, you go there. No, I was thinking, yeah. Let's do it.
And I've got my sub, the barbecue sauce.
Let's go. So like from the first moment, my agent was like, he's intense, but you love him. He loves you, like loves the way you play, whatever. Spoke really well, whatever. Got there and fuck me, he was intense, like proper, really good manager, and like got the game, but he could lose a lad straight away. I think he chopped a few of the lads from the squad straight away. He got rid of like Halty up top. Do you know, like big personalities that questioned him? I didn't do it. I think he just boshed them. But
Was he intense in a good way or
nah, probably too
much?
too intense. It's one of his first real proper jobs, wasn't it? Did he have Fleetwood beforehand, or was he at Brentford? Was it before Brentford? But you had like that Wigan team at the time had big personalities. You had like Scotty Carson, James Perch, like James McLean, Cal McManaman, Ben Watson in midfield, like James MacArthur, Jordy Gomez. Like it was a big team with a full of personality. So I think it was for them boys quite older in the career to like get on with this like madman was quite intense. But we went in there. I think we were 14th. We went on this mad run, and we managed to nick in the playoffs with like 3 games to go. It was like incredible. Everyone's like, I don't know how we're doing this, but we're just winning games. We were overrunning teams. Like it was hard work, but it was full on. But he started to lose the lads in the pre-season.
So, but he's
Lose them.
I mean, he's got the lads on board, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
he's
he's
got
got on that run first of all.
Yeah. But like we're done so well, but then I think all these older lads were out of contract, so like you had a big turnaround of players. And then I think we went Germany, and we played this pre-season game. I can't remember who it was. We got beat. So the next day was meant to be a recovery bike cool down day. I think we ended up doing about a fucking 40-mile bike ride because he was fuming. So like we were just set off in Germany on this road.
Oh, proper bike ride, no?
A proper bike ride. Like it turned into like a casual and he's like, I don't think we've done the first 10k quick enough or something. He's like, boys, you got to be faster. So the lads like turn the wheels, and I swear to God, about an hour and a half later, we're in the middle of the sticks. Like, I'm thinking, we've got to get back here. There's Uwe, turn around, helmet on, like, just paddling away past everyone's like, we've got to fucking catch up. And he's like, if anybody, like, doesn't come back within 5 minutes of my time, like, carnage. So then, like, half an hour later, we get back down the road, and everyone's like, where the fuck's Cal McManaman? He's like, somebody had to go back for him. His bike had broke down, but nobody knew where he was. He's like, I don't fucking ride bikes, lad. Like, he didn't know how to like, do the change or nothing. he just sat beside the road.
I think that would be me,
bikes. He's like, I don't fix bikes, lad. And he's just like, just sat there.
Almost like protesting.
Yeah,
just like,
like
bike there.
It was funny, man. So I think he just like picked his bike up and was like, somebody had to fix it for him. But yeah, but the running was hard. And he had this drill where you do a bit of shape and that. And you'd have like a ball under his arm, and then you'd press the mannequin, and you had to like follow him. But like, mate, he would sprint to these mannequins, and if he's not one person sprinted, he would dig you out. So everyone's like sweating, and he'd be like, why are you not? So Cal Mac, he's like, why are you not following me? Cal was like, I don't know what you're doing, lad. So the M2 just clashed all the time. Cal was a good player, but he wasn't like the most tactically aware of what was going on. So them two just clashed all the time. It was funny, but he was so intense. I think he lost a lot of the lads by.
Yeah.
But I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was class.
What happened when he got sacked, Rossler?
I think everyone got wind of what was going on. But so we were doing this mental warm up, like just so old school. I think we'd end up doing about fucking 8 or 9K in the warm up alone, like running across pitches, roly polies, right hand down, left hand down, jump in the air, chest on the floor. I think he was that pissed off with me that you just thought, I'm going to just annihilate them. I actually got injured. I got one with the keeper. I took down, I think I dislocated my shoulder at the time. I was inside in the treatment room, and I see Uwe hobbling in the dressing room, and he goes, my calf. I think I've pulled my calf. So he sat there on the physio bed like this, ice on, next to me. I'm like, yo, gaffer. He's like, my calf. And the chairman comes down and goes, Uwe, can I have a quick word with you?
Dave Whelan
at that time goes up, like half an hour later, comes back down, the ice on his leg, goes, I've been sacked. And like I'm sat there, I've got me sling on us, I'm gassing air, I'm like, sorry. And then,
do you want to blast on this?
I can't even remember where. I don't know if he went back out or he just left. But that's how I remember him getting sacked. And yeah,
The thing is, but after that long, the water's coming out the bag of it.
dribbling following him around everywhere. But the thing is, like, I had a lot of respect for him because I liked the way he played. Like, I loved his intensity. Like, I thought he was crazy. He was mad, but he was a great guy. Like, I genuinely still speak to him to this day. I think he's crack as, but he was funny, man.
Was it just that he, like, had he lost the dressing room at that point? Because, like you said, you made playoffs.
Yeah,
and then he's fallen off a cliff.
Lost the dressing room, yeah, and like we're just losing results, and like we were losing. We weren't great, to be honest. A lot of changes. We were playing some crap stuff, and yeah, it was obviously the manager gets it, and like
I just felt pretty awkward when he's walked in and
yeah,
I've been sacked.
But
imagine him with his box, with his stuff in, and he's just limping to car.
It was but you felt sorry for him, but like at the time I'm thinking you just made me do fucking roly polies for about half an hour, so yeah, it was.
Remember the professional though, he's still finishing his ice.
Yeah,
It's only 15 minutes.
He still had his 20-minute ice pack then. I know.
Well, I mean, red raw.
Yeah.
I think if he's left
It
it on
was
too
so
long.
long.
Who come in after? Who?
Then Malky come in, Malky Mackay.
A lot of good stuff,
top
haven't we? Top man.
Yeah, I got on well with him.
Oh dear.
But I was injured because I had my shoulder. I had about like 3 months out with that. So I missed a large chunk of the game time with him. But yeah, if I'm being honest, I didn't really get to train that much with them or come across that much. I just spoke to them in the, I say they come in the treatment room every now and then, don't they? Say, a token, how are you doing? It's just like, yeah, sound. But we were struggling, we were losing still bottom three. Like it was tough for him, and I don't think he really had the impact that he would have probably wanted of the team. And I don't know, I think we were just like in that much of a way of losing. It was really difficult to, even when a new manager came in, to get we're kind of out of it. So It was tough. I just finished on that relegation, so it's obviously not funny. I came back from my shoulder, like I'd planned to have shoulder surgery in it's easy for me to say, in the summer, but I managed to get back. There's like 5 games left. I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'll strap it up, get through it. I think I came on against Fulham away. We got beat up, but I came on, thought I'd done all right. So Gary Caldwell was the manager this time. Malky had left. Gary Caldwell
How
came in.
long were he then, Malky?
He's only in for like 2 or 3 months, yeah, if that maybe.
But top man.
Yeah, great guy. And I thought I'd done well, so I thought I'm going to start Millwall away, thinking I might start next game. Didn't start. Head loss, fuming. I come on, 10 minutes to go one-on-one with the keeper. The keeper comes out, slides, I catch it, I jump up and stand on the keeper's head because I've got like head loss, proper stamped on his face.
On purpose?
On purpose. Straight red, off. Obviously, the situation, the lads are getting reload. I come on, back from 4 months out, straight red, like 10 minutes back from me game back. I'm getting married in the summer. I get done with a week's wages. Gaz was like, sorry, Waggy, Carl got done a week's wages earlier in the season for like misconduct. He said, I'm going to have to do the same. I was like, Gaz, I'm getting married in the summer. Can you not do that, please? He's like, no, I'm going to have to. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So yeah, there was just like a treacherous end to the season for me. Like the sacking, the shoulder, red card, week's wage.
Do you want to use this opportunity to apologise to the goalie?
Oh, no, he deserved it. Fucking hate goalies. Fucking idiots. Do me tits in. But yeah, then the next season come round. We were... I was in Spain, and then Mark Warburton just got the job in Scotland with Davy Weir, and they started to sign a few like English boys like Rob Keenan, Wes Frodden went in there, and then I think my agent knew Mark and showed an interest, and like I was like, stay in League One, Wigan, like no disrespect, but or go to Rangers, like a massive club. I was like, yeah, get us out, like do everything I can to get up there. And
Rangers in the Championship.
So they're in the Championship, yeah. So they went obviously 3rd Division, well, League 2, League 1, Championship. Then they failed to get out that year, so they'd sacked whoever it was. I can't remember who it was. And they obviously went for a full change. I went with Warburton, and obviously when you hear of an interest from someone, I was thinking I don't really care where they are. Like it's a massive club to go, and you look up at the history and one thing I probably took for granted is I didn't realise how big it was being from like the UK, how big going to like Rangers or Celtic was. Do you know what I mean? Like it's massive. It's everything, and you do research on the history, what they've won, the players, and the size of the stadium. And I'm telling you, mate, when I first arrived to the Ibrox to sign, I didn't have something hitters. I was like, fuck me, this is like it's a proper club. This,
yeah. I
never really experienced it. I think Sunderland's a big club, but I was there as a kid, so I used to it. But when I turned up there, I was like, fuck this, I need to be half decent, yeah, because there's a lot on it.
Did you not have the fear of sort of going up there and getting lost?
Yes, I did, but
Rangers a big enough of a
a big enough club to. I think if I do well, yeah, Rangers. Then I was thinking like 2-3 years down the line, if I get promoted, if I do well in the SPL or we're managing to nick into Europe opens another door essentially. Do you know what I mean? So I was thinking, yeah, it's a big risk on the back of having a pretty shitty season. It's probably a good opportunity. I thought, what's going to be worse, going there and getting lost at a big club or having another shit year in League One and we don't do anything with Wigan? Like, I was probably just weighing them both up, and I thought it's a no-brainer really to try and get up there and have a good year really.
Did you hit the ground running?
Yeah, so I started off really well. I think I was on about 20 goals by February. So I had a really good year, but then I done my piece. So we played Kilmarnock in the cup. So I went through 1-on-1, got a penalty, and like I've landed on the AstroTurf and I've done my PCL. So I've took this penalty with a snap PCL, and I kicked the ball and I felt like my leg wobble. So I've like sat down. I was like, I'm done here. So unfortunately, I missed like 4 months, 3.5 months. Came back for I think there's the Scottish Cup final. I came back for. It was my first game back or second game back. We had a stinker. We were 1-0 up, and I think we ended up losing 2-1. I can't really remember, but
who was that against?
Hibs. We lost to Hibs last minute because we got promoted like really early. We had like 7 or 8 games, maybe even more. It was like the league was done. So the whole build-up was for this, because we beat Celtic in the semi-final. That was probably the worst thing that we could have done, is beat Celtic in the semi-final. Obviously, it was an amazing achievement, but one, it probably kicked them up the arse to get rid of that Ronnie Dyer lad. They brought Brendan Rodgers in the next year, so they were probably thinking we need to go again, and redress it, because we were Championship Rangers and just turned them over at Hampton. We battered them actually, and then the next year, we're building up to the final. It was just, I don't know, I think we took the foot off the gas, if I'm being honest, and probably just thought, it's Hibs. We've beat them 4 times already this year. We'll do it again, do you know what I mean? So yeah, we were probably a little bit naive in that final.
How were it? Oh, sorry, Chris. How were it playing away at, like, no disrespect, he's going to probably sound a bit disrespect, these shitty grounds and against shitty teams.
So my
mentally, it must be...
My debut for Rangers played Alloa Athletic away. Chops is playing for Alloa. Do you know when there's like air bubbles in the Astro, the ball doesn't even run properly? I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on, yeah? So that was bad enough playing the game. I think we might have won, whatever. After the game, we're getting rushed off the pitch by the stewards, you've got to come off the pitch now. Thinking, why are we getting rushed off? Just play the game. They've rented it out to the local community, so the community are coming on at 6:15. So we're getting rushed out the stadium, so the kids can come and play in the park afterwards. It was mental. It was a real eye opener some places, but it was part and parcel of it, I guess, being down there. To be fair,
it's a proper catch-22, isn't it? You're playing for Rangers when you're playing at Ibrox.
Yeah, but what's incredible,
there's a part of you when you in them kind of scenarios where you're like,
that's what I mean, mentally,
what am I doing here?
It must be tough.
It was tough, but the Rangers, I think Rangers and Celtic, they got allocation 3/4 of every away ground, so they took over every ground in anyway. So it just felt like a party. Really, it was class. The following was a joke.
When you got promoted, was there an expectation to challenge Celtic?
Straight away. I think we only had about 14, 15 days off at the end of the season, because they brought in this Betfred Cup League Cup, whatever it was, or some cup. So we only had about 10 proper days off. Then we're straight back into it. But literally from the moment we won the league, it was Rangers are challenging Celtic next season. Are Rangers going to win the league? So we're straight away, the spotlight was on of us to beat Celtic. Essentially, that's all that mattered in Rangers. Beating Celtic doesn't matter. Obviously, they had to beat everyone else, but the old firm was life or death. Do you know what I mean? And it was tough. They were good that year. It's hard to admit it, but Brendan came in. They signed the Scotty Sinclair. They had a right good go of rejuvenate the squad, because I hadn't had to do it for 4 years. Essentially, Rangers were nowhere near, and we were nowhere near that level going up. Unfortunately,
how many times did you play them that season?
Four in the league and 1 in the cup. 5 times. I think we drew with them once. Got battered first game at their place 5-1 or something. It was tough, because we signed Joey, didn't we? We signed Joey Barton, Clint Hill, Nico Cranshaw. So we had big personalities, and Joey was spouting his mouth we're gonna win and beat battering Scott Brown in the press. It's only Scotland, they're gonna find Scotland easy and all this. And the gaffer's what one's Joey, you need to be quiet. It's not like England, you can't just say stuff. It's getting out there, and Scott giving the absolute run around, and it was a tough day. But yeah, it was hard, because there was expectation on us week in, week out, and I think the gaffer found it hard. The lads found it hard.
You struggle with it.
I found stuff off the field. I got fights every other weekend. My missus had to smack a few. So we were out in we were out in this club in Glasgow. It's a private members club, and a bunch of 10 lads come over to us in this club, all Celtic fans having a go at us, whatever.
That's intimidating.
Yeah, it was intense.
Just showing your missus, or
I was out with a few couples, a few of the other couples were out and that, but it was just me at the time. And my missus has seen us. She's like, "What the fuck's going on?" Yeah, whatever. And she decks one of the guys, and one of the guys stands up and I'm the only Rangers fan in this, so she's decked the only Rangers fan out of 10 lads. But it was tough. There's times at the park, shoving me kids over. I got followed out of a chip shop once. There's a video online. Just getting pure abuse.
Followed out of a chip shop?
Yeah, so I went and bought a chippy for family and that on an evening one night, and some fans had started giving us shit.
Some for yourself as well?
Yeah, no,
Not just family.
no, I got salad dinner that night. But
That's a sausage from my home.
Yeah, and I got followed, and yeah, I reacted like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I said something to him on the camera, and it was just really, really hard. Like being like a working class person, dead family orientated, like quite private in that sense at the time. Like it was really difficult to be that exposed. I played a game one time. I went to the shop and bought like a pop in the Mars bar or something, and got in the press like Waghorn's preparation for the weekends is like popping chocolate, and it was so intense.
Was that before or after you were caught with a armful of chippy?
No, that was the second season when things aren't going great. They started to dig up everything. Yeah. So it was hard.
But they're good games to play, are they?
Incredible. The first one I witnessed, I was injured for the semi-final that we won at Hampden. It was the best atmosphere I've ever been in. And then the Parkhead game, first game was the first game. The next season was class. But they've changed it now. The seating arrangement's different. But the first match at Ibrox, Celtic get the all of the one end. I can't describe you the noise of like when you go to the stadium and you can't hear anything. I'm telling you, the noise is deafening for 90 minutes. It's incredible, and you get smashed or you get nailed or something. The roar it's class, mate. It's never experienced anything like it.
Would you say Barton was a positive influence on the changing room or a negative?
Nah, he was wild. I think he spent more time in the gaffer's office than he did fucking playing at the time. Hard one, because I got on well with him. I mean, as an individual, I spoke to him quite well, but he was just, he had his own ways. I think he came in and we're doing set plays one day, and we had ways of doing set plays like the way Davey we had done it and whatever, and like everyone was on board, and Joey's like, I don't do it that way. We didn't do that at Burnley. We don't do this. So he just clashed on everything, and then he would disagree with like the way the training was, or you get megged in training, like grips people up in training, like you're just like the gaffer like Joey can't go on like this, and you talk about Rangers in the press, or I think he just thought it was going to be so much easier than what it was, and it was hard. He eventually he left after like 3 months. Then he got sacked or something happened within the board, and they terminated his contract because there was an argument every single day. It got to the point where like you would train and the gaffer would be like Warburton on the side, be like shaking his head, he'd be like, "Joey, in my office, mate." And then they were just like, and like getting told off by the head teacher, like they're just fucking just trudging together, like, come on. And like 3 hours later, they would come back down. And yeah, it was just, I think it was hard because like you had Kenny Miller, Lee Wallace, like big personalities of Rangers that like were Mr. Rangers essentially, and then Joey comes in, come in and like started giving it big and whatever. I'd done this, so I think there was a clash there between player wise, and then it was hard for the gaffer. I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, really. Yeah.
So would you say the lads didn't like him then?
No, yes and no. I think complete split camp. Scottish lads probably hated him. English lads got on alright with him, but he was a bit of a dick. But on his day, he was alright. He could speak to anyone. I think he just had a lot of stuff going on as well. Like I think he struggled off the field himself with a lot of stuff. Didn't get into it too much. You're probably aware of some stories in the way he is now, whatever, and some of his interviews. I seen bits of that when I played with him, but I didn't. You don't really sit down in dressing rooms and have like deep conversation with his lads, do you? It's like very surface level in it. So he was alright. Like got on well with him, but in the manager's office must have been a different story.
But were Warburton quite strong with him though?
I'd probably say probably not strong enough.
Did you ask to leave? Did you want to come back down south?
So I fell out with Warburton, so I was struggling with stuff off the field. Not going into it too much, but yeah, I was struggling. And then he left. He got sacked. Graham Murty came in, got a little bit better. Then we brought in this Pedro Cachina guy. Pre-season was like in at 6 o'clock, train, breakfast, train, lunch, train. He was like old school. And they signed a couple of strikers. Alfredo Morelos, do you remember him? Alfredo Morelos, him, another guy, I can't even remember his name, it sounds bad. So I like fell down the pecking order, but he was all right. So I went to say, I was like, Pedro, like, I'm fourth choice now, whatever. Can I leave? Like, I've got an offer from down south. I want to go back down, essentially. And he was like, yeah, not a problem. If they can get this fee, I'll let you go. I remember I no word of a lie, I think I had my car packed for about 2 weeks, ready to get down, because it just dragged on for whatever reason. And it was Ipswich that were in for us, and it was Mick McCarthy. car was packed, and it got agreed. And I drove down to Ipswich through the night at Glasgow. I left Glasgow at like 11 o'clock, drove to Ipswich. I had to be there for 9 o'clock. Drove straight down, signed, trained. We had Luton. This was a Monday. We had Luton in the cup the next day. Drove straight to Luton. I was just that relieved to kind of get out the situation and go and play again. I hadn't slept for like 24 hours. And then got the Luton game out the way, trained Thursday, Friday. We do Undr The Young, Yellow Bib, Mick McCarthy. I had an absolute stinker. When I say I have one of the worst sessions, so we do the session, whatever, and the gaffer pulls us in and goes, if you ever train like that again as my number 9, you'll not play again for this club. Like, I know you're a great lad, you've had a tough week, it's been long. That is completely unacceptable. You are never, ever playing for me again if you perform like that again. I was like, yeah. Totally agree. I was crap. When I said I had a nuke, couldn't control the ball, couldn't hit the target, nothing. I just had a stinker. But then straight away we got on straight away. Like, what a great guy, and essentially I thank him a lot for like where I went on to go in my career. Like, just so supportive. The way he trained, we got on class. He's a great guy.
Like, from being out of favour at Rangers.
Yeah.
You've trajectory again, aren't you?
Yeah.
At Ipswich, leading goal scorer.
It's funny, the conversation. So my agent rang Mick about me wages or whatever, and I'm sure the conversation was something like, "Fucking that much? He's fucking done nothing for 18 months. He best be worth his fucking money, by the way." So my agent was like, "I think you might need to perform down here because they're fucking not happy with what you're paying." But then, like, as the season gone on, I think Mick McCarthy in the interview says it's the best fucking 200 grand he's ever spent or whatever. So that was quite nice, reassuring. And then, yeah, I think again I had maybe 12 goals in the champ by Christmas. Like nearly double figures assists. I just had a really good year again, and I was good. Mick left the end of that season. There's a lot of stuff going on off the field, and I was really settled. I wanted to stay there. I wanted to play there, and yeah, he ended up leaving, and I left I left that summer. Yeah.
I know they've come back now, but at that time it was a disgrace, the treatment he got one at.
Mental. I couldn't believe it. And I think he tolerated it for so long, but it got to the point where I think we were like 8th, and the fans are still caning him or having a go at him, and he's just like, I'm on this budget, whatever. Like, I'm always competing playoffs. I totally get his frustrations, but it's just bizarre because they got Hurst in, got relegated, like, and he makes a joke about it, doesn't he? But I can't get my head around like the way clubs and fans do stuff at times. It's baffling, because we were probably ready to then go again next year with maybe a couple of other players. The squad was settled really. We just needed maybe 1 or 2 other players, and he would have got them because of who he was, essentially.
Imagine if there's a manager that likes you and playing you and you're doing well, and then that manager goes.
There's been a lot who have been fucking buzzing that's not put in.
Yeah, normally you're like, doesn't affect us that much, or I'm not that arse. Yeah. But even when he left, when Sunderland were bottom of the Premier League with the lowest ever points, the training ground was just, everybody, players, staff, were just gutted.
Yeah.
When Mick left Sunderland.
Honestly, he had such an impact. Like you say, again, I think it speaks volumes when people at the stadium, training ground, like, it has a massive effect on them, and it tore the club apart.
One of the biggest parties I had when Malky got potted at Cardiff, and I've been left fucking 18 months. Yeah. Had her 8 fucking knees up. Lads.
What was the crack with Middlesbrough? Did you nearly sign for them?
Yeah, so that was almost done. When it was, so basically, Paul Hurst came in Ipswich. We didn't clash, but I told him we had a night out in Spain on pre-season. I was like, I'm not paying for you, essentially. Who you brought in is crap. So he
how many drinks have you had?
No, he was dead open. Like, we'll speak about it to this day, and like him and his assistant Doigie. But what he came in. We had a good year, and his Shrewsbury team. He came in. He's like, my Shrewsbury team would have beat you a lot last year. I think, like, so on straight away he set off on the wrong foot. So give him a chance, whatever. But a couple of pre-season games, like, Hershey, I'm not playing for you. I'm going. Like, I've got interested in his. He's like, yeah, sound, whatever. Cut long story short, like, the longer it went on, Borough came in for us, Sheffield United came in for us, Ipswich owner Marcus Evans, I think it was, is close with Gibson at Borough. So that essentially got agreed, and I didn't know about it. So I first game of the season, I can't remember, we might have been Blackburn. I think I got left out, and Tony Mowbray's the manager. I might have been Blackburn at the time. And he goes, "Oh, I've heard you've signed for Borough." I was like, "Have I?" He's like, "My house is for sale back home. If you want to go and take it off." I was like, "Tony, like I don't even know if I've signed for Borough." So I finish the game, ring the chairman. He's like, "Yeah, you're going to Borough." I was like, I don't want to go to Borough. Like, I think Derby had rang that morning. Actually, I said I want to go to Derby. I've spoke because they played Friday night. Spoke to my agent Saturday morning. Derby are in for us. I like, I don't want to go to Borough. He's like, "You're going to Borough." I was like, "I'm not going to Borough." I had a conversation with Tony Pulis, so this is probably why. You rang. He's like, "Hi Waggy, Tony here." I was like, nice to speak to you, Tony. Like, how's things? What's this? He's like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing you training Monday. Speak to you later, bye." And that was the conversation I had. So I was like, I rang my agent, like, I'm not going there. The most demoralising conversation I just had. And then I speak to Frank on the other hand, like, energy is unbelievable. Like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be here. I'm coming in so excited. I've watched you play all last year, seen all the clips. So I ring Mark and say, like, "I'm not going Borough." He's like, "You're going Borough." He said, "If you don't go Borough, the deal's off. I'm not selling you and you can stay here." And I ring my agent. I was like, fuck, like, I want to go Derby. But my agent was like, "Sit tight. Don't worry. I'll get the deal done." So, mate, when I say I'm sat on the couch sweating for about 48 hours, I am on the couch pacing the room up and down. Like, I genuinely couldn't leave the house because I wanted it to work so much. Mate, it was life changing. Like, everything that was happening was life changing for my family. I was like, I can't afford for this deal to go through. I was like, "I'm gonna have to go Borough." My agent John was like, "I'm gonna have to go Borough." He's like, "You're fucking not going to Borough. Trust us. I'm going to get you to Derby."
And was it all from that conversation?
Yeah, I couldn't, just, it didn't sit right. Everyone's going, "You're going home, you're going back up north." I was like, it was more than that. Like, I just didn't feel it was right. And then the conversation with Frank I've had is like just night and day. Like, I want to go and play for him. He's a legend, isn't he? Like, this is somebody that I want to go and play for.
The thing is, Tony will have done his homework on you as well. He'll
Yeah.
have done all that.
Yeah,
he'll have done all that. But just not.
I think it was just the time, and he's going out of training. Yeah, I'll speak to you later. I've heard you coming down. I don't know. I just didn't get.
I imagine being told that you're going somewhere as well can get you back.
Yeah,
up.
I couldn't believe it.
Like, you know nothing about it.
Yeah,
Somebody else says.
I knew they were in for us, but like, yeah, I've heard you going. So unless people were talking behind the scenes, I was like, am I? Like, yeah, mental.
Financially, was it much better?
It was better at Borough.
Was it?
Yeah. But I just wanted to go and play for Frank and Derby. Then I got the call, mate. Honestly, it was the happiest fucking phone call I've ever had. Obviously, being from Mick, whatever, I know there's going to be a lot of change going on, but yeah, it was life changing. The drive up there was it was class. Literally singing all the way in the car, music blasting like this. It was class.
Just going back a little bit, have you had a conversation with the manager where you've said your signings are shit? I don't fancy it. Like, what was the context for
The context was, he's like, "Why do you want to leave?"
So you'd already said you want to leave?
Yeah, I told him in like 2 of the pre-season games already, yeah, that I wanted to go. Take away from the manager, whatever, it was nothing to do with the club. I got told already, like, out there, that I was going to get sold. Like, I had value in us, and the chairman wanted the money back, paying 200 grand, and I think they got like 5 mil for us. So I think he was adamant to sell us anyway. So this has nothing to do with the club itself or whatever. It was purely the manager. And I was honest with him. I was like, I don't want to be here. I've got interest in this from better clubs. I've been told that I'm getting sold, so I'm going essentially. And
so the wheels were already in motion.
Yeah.
I just had visions of you just after a few drinks on this pre-season. Gaffer, let's have a word
over an apple sour.
No, he pulled me over, and like the captain was there. He's like, "What can I do to make you stay?" I was like, "Well, a couple of players got big deals at the time, and I didn't get it at the end of the year. I think Didsy might have had it, or not Chucking under the Sport, the goalkeeper, might have had it." I was like, "Well, that deal fucking should have been mine, essentially. So if you want to give us one of those, then I might stay."
They're all right, actually, signings.
He's like, we're not
give it a go.
We're not doing that. I was like, "Well, it's not all about the money, but like this is life changing. Like, I've got teams that are in for us, and the squad's completely different to how it was last year. I've seen, like, I'm just not happy here." He's like, "Yeah, all right, fair enough." I was like, "Yeah, sound." He's like, "Do you want another pint?" I was like, "Yeah." Sound.
Do you think he came in trying to be authoritative, but just did it in the totally wrong way?
Completely wrong way.
You're coming from Shrewsbury to Ipswich.
And I get it, because I think your people come and managers come places or go to the clubs, and I think they want to stamp the authority. And I do get it. It must be hard, maybe taking that step up, because it's a big club, a lot of expectation. I think you want to make an impression, don't you? But I think some people don't know how to do it, or they might not do it in the right way. I've actually spoke to them since then and say like how things are handled was probably the wrong way, but I wanted to move, you wanted your way, I wanted my way. Like it's footy essentially, isn't it? Like people do what got to do to get what they want, and he wanted to do what he done. So yeah, I think he done it. He had his way of doing it. I just think he done it wrong at the time, and I didn't want to be a part of it essentially.
Did Frank live up to your expectations?
Yeah, quality. The environment that he caused he caused was probably the second best dressing room, or the best dressing room. Like winners mentality, cut all like the people out that he didn't want a part of. I joined late in pre-season, so I missed like all their pre-season. So a few of the lads with the 21s he got rid of. He brought in like Tomori, Wilson, Mason Mount. I signed, Jack Marriott signed, and just training was a completely different level to anything I've experienced. Like the dressing room, the club, it just felt like, obviously you go to Rangers for stature and whatever, but he brought like this mentality to the club, like you don't lose, like you win, you work hard, it just like felt like a proper club again. And what a great person, what a lovely guy. He was class, everything on the field, off the field. I went in there, didn't perform great when I first came in. I had a conversation after the break, like he's like, I love you, respect you. I was like, I need to work harder, I need to do more to get in this team. He's like, yeah, I trust you, I know you will. And I got back in the team, worked hard. He was just like, he got like how players and personalities were, and he's like, he had his fair few disagreements, he said, and falling out, whatever, but he respected hard work and people that would own it and like stand up for it. And I think I've done that, and I think that's why we got on quite well.
Just remember that semi-final against Leeds. Did you play both games?
No, so I was injured for the both legs. So I scored in the game to nail to get in the playoffs. I scored the first goal there when I injured, but I missed both legs. But I was in the away end for the Leeds game. I was in with the fans. It was mental.
Brilliant, man.
What a night. That's probably the best night as a fan I've had as a football fan, watching that match. Just the emotions and what was on it and how we done it, because it was Spygate that year as well. So obviously they came spied on us. We played them.
Was you aware of any of it?
No, so we seen like security running around the thing, and there's just a Leeds fan just fucking lying down in the bushes. But we were training, because I think it was the day before a game. I think it was the day before we played them. But that was that.
Is he in a Leeds shirt?
Yeah, he was in trackie.
Trackie?
Full trackie, yeah. He might have had a Leeds club car. that could have been a vicious rumour. I don't know. I didn't say.
Story if it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
The tracksuit's bad enough without a car.
He ain't getting a job with MI5, is he?
But they had that. Then we went their place. I think we got turned over off them again at their place. Just the way the whole season was set up with Leeds, they got beat at their place. They battered our changing rooms. Like they took the piss out of her at our place in the first leg. So when we turned them over, it was incredible. The state that we left that dressing room in was wild, really. It was shocking, but great night.
Did you get fit for the final then, or were you?
Yeah, so I got back for the final. Gutted I didn't start, if I'm being honest. I understand why I didn't start. Me and Jack Marriott, when Jack Marriott came on, scored 2 goals, didn't he? Like done really well. But he essentially chose the same team that done what they've done in the semis, so I kind of got it, but yeah, it was a tough one because I was fit. I just said like, just give us 60 minutes or let us just run out, gas out for as much as I could, but he just chose the other team, and unfortunately we're lost in.
Did you get on?
Yeah, I got on. There was a bit of a controversy over the goal, so Jack Marriott gets the goal. It's on the record now. Jack Marriott gets the goal, but it actually hits me on the way in. So I go off celebrating like a kid scored at Wembley, and Jack Marriott gets the goal, which I was
officially.
You know, when
he officially gets the goal, yeah.
When you're getting your medal, I'd
I'm
put that at the bottom of the email.
P.S. I also scored at Wembley. Can you give that to me? But no, like I feel when me and Jack came on, there's just two like strikers, focal points, and if we had 5 more minutes, I think we would have got a goal for a draw, and who knows what would have happened. But ifs and ands and all that. But what a day! It was a shame because our squad should have really went up. If I'm being brutally honest, we had some team.
If you needed to bounce your location to somewhere else in the world for whatever reason, who would you use?
Oh, it's an excellent question.
I think it's an easy one to answer, though.
NordVPN for me.
Yeah,
Every
that's the only one
time.
I've ever used.
Every time. And you've been using it a lot. I know that.
We
I know
all
we've
have,
spoke
Chris,
about
we
it
all have.
for whatever reasons.
Never thought I'd go to Norway, but lovely country.
But it's perfect if you're watching sport. You want to watch sports that's being shown in another country. Bounce your location anywhere in the world. You're there. You're watching. Or you're abroad. You want to watch Emmerdale? Get on your app. Bounce your location back to the UK. Hey ho, let's go.
The best one I use it for that time when I were away and I watched the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Obviously on the Sky Go. Not available in this location, it says, done it when you want to watch Sky abroad.
I tell you what else you can do, little tip as well. Bounce your location somewhere else when you're booking flights or hotels and stuff. It's cheaper in other countries.
I mean, there might be concerns out there that the security isn't as strong as others, or what would you say to that, Chris?
Let me put them concerns to rest, because NordVPN, renowned for having outstanding security. Nobody's getting in, nobody's hacking, getting your bank details, your passwords. Just rest at ease.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know people could do that, but until I got involved with the NordVPN.
Is it watertight?
Watertight. Links in the description, and we've got a special offer where by using the code COSH, you get a heavy discount and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just follow that link in the description. How did you greet Rooney when he come in?
So
Rooney? Captain you this week?
Can you remember when I met you in that closet? No, so Frank left, Philip Cockney took over. Then everyone's like, I think we played Huddersfield away, first game of the season, like, and the news is coming through and they're like, the lads chat, Wayne Rooney signing for Derby, like, nah, no chance of fucking Rooney coming here. And then next morning, I think we went for recovery. He comes in the dressing room, like, just barges in the dressing room, like, introduced himself, like, yeah, I'm coming from DC, I'm signing. And we were like, what the fuck, Wayne Rooney's in the dressing room? Do you know what I mean?
Didn't have a big lollipop in his hand.
I didn't. But yeah, honestly, just the most surreal, like, 48 hours. Obviously, the talk of it all coming in and being there, it was mental. And then to play alongside him, we got on really well. Like, used to play like PlayStation with him. Like, he was just a good one of the lads, good guy.
Were you still, obviously, everything you've achieved playing, were you still a bit in awe?
Yeah, I think everyone was. Like, it's only natural. Like, it's fucking Wayne Rooney. I've been lucky to play with some really good players, but when I've seen somebody come in and like dictate training and like how the game is played, I've never seen anything like it. His knowledge, the way he sees the game, his ability, like
as a player, or when he came in as a player.
Just when he came in as a player, yeah.
So very similar to what Joey Barton's done, but in a positive way.
But he had the right way of doing it, yeah. Like, honestly, the way he spoke and like, he's like, oh yeah, he's a bit like a golfer. I can hit this shot. If I want to do this pass, I'll hit it like this way. If I want to take a free kick. So we used to do like a free kick game. You used to have to go 3 free kicks this day and whatever. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do like this straight little dipper and like just put it in the stance, or I'm going to do it this way and like in the stance. I've never seen anybody hit a football the way he hit a football, like, with so much ease. It was incredible to watch. And it'd be like, so what a really big learning lesson was for me. So I would be like in shape against him, whatever, and he played as like a sixth, and he like dictated. So he's like, Waggy, I'm gonna play the game for 10 minutes in the shape. You'll not get anywhere near us, but I'll talk to you afterwards, like how I done it. And when I say like he knew how the game was going to go before the game was even started, it was phenomenal. I was like, how the fuck are you? He's like, one, because I know how a striker plays. I know what you do. He's like, you weren't as good as me. Like, I know how I'm going to do it. He's just the way he received it, what he's going to do. Mate, he was zing balls, like he was going to hit it over there, and you're just like, was it this way? And like, everyone's like, where the fuck's that ball come from? He was a joke. He was just like, yeah, I don't know how. Like, I just see the game in a different way. I just know how to do it. I know what was going to happen.
That's not even his proper position either, was it?
To be able to be who he was, to do that, it was so much ease. It was frightening. And on that note, before about Bally smashing someone, we had a young lad, Jason Knight, and was us doing possession, and we're doing this small sided game in 90s, like young kid from Ireland. He nails Wazza. When I'm saying he launches into Wazza, everyone's like, like, what is going to happen? Yeah, Wazza just stands up and shakes it off. Nighty's class, just gets up, like looks at him, gets up and just runs away. Wazza at the end of the session in the dressing room goes, fucking love that. That was the best thing any kid could ever do to us. I've got so much, and I think he made him captain like the next year or something. Just loved him, mate. He just loved that personality, stand up and smashes. Like, yeah, I'm all for it. So he's class.
Because some of the pros could flip at that.
Yeah. But mate, he would nail. Wazza would still nail people, like stand on you, and like he just hated losing. So I think it's just the way he was when and he just loved it.
So when you're at that level and you're playing with players who are not as good as you, which obviously basically nobody else is, but what is attitude like? I'll help you, or you need to be better than that.
No, he would dig you out afterwards, but like in a good way. But like he got it. You understood? I think he knew he wasn't like on obviously his peak physical level or whatever. So I think he accommodated in some sense, but he got the best out of it. We were poor at the time, and when he came in, he lifted. Went on like quite a good run. You just brought the levels of like training up, the game up, and I think I did as a player thinking I can't fucking go on the pitch with Rooney and be shite. Do you know what I mean? So I think it brought everyone's kind of personal pride at stake to a certain level, and everyone kind of got on board with it. And he had a massive impact when he first came in, and he got us to a good spot again. And
because that's understanding on a personal level and characters in it, because we've heard about numerous times about players of a certain level getting frustrated.
Oh, you'd never dig anybody out, or like it was never personal, or you'd never be addicted to it. I would say openly, like you'd never criticize anyone. Like if you were shit, you would tell you, and that's fine. That's just the way it was. And we played Luton away once, and we were getting battered, and we had the assistant Liam Rossini at the time, and Wazza's coming fuming, like just belted the table. And to like the tea and mug coffee station, whatever, the milk jugs just went flying all over Rosie. And the gaffer's like, Wazza's fuming, kicking off, whatever. And Rosie's standing there and just milk just dripping off his nose. And Wazza like catches his eye, like nailing the lads. Wazza catches his eye, starts to smirk. He's like, Rosie, fucking wipe your nose, will you? Oh man, it was so funny because it was such a serious moment, and like Rosie's like doing this and like just water, milk dripping off his nose. Oh man, but then you'd laugh at me like come on lads, like that wasn't good enough. Let's go again. So like you dig you out, but like you'd never too serious with him, man. It was funny, man. Funny.
I remember outside looking in that that Young was a sitting duck. You know, when he signed as a player, then he was struggling to get a result. You thought he's got his name written all over this job.
He's always going to get in when he essentially. He's always going to get in.
Because I remember you slaughtering Derby because you stayed up, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it was like he's got promoted.
So we got playoffs the second year. Second year we were shit, and then the third year when Waz was in charge, we stayed up last day of the season. We beat Sheff Wed at home. Probably one of my probably personal favourite days as a footballer that day. But we were nowhere near good enough for the team and what Derby expects and who we had and what we'd done. We were shite, to be honest. I actually had a really shit year as well. But it was just one of those times where you couldn't run the results together. Like it was tough. But we managed to stay up, and we were really poor. As a team.
On that, I don't really think you can celebrate like you've won promotion. For staying up, because you've obviously been shit, haven't you?
Yeah, we
just not as shit as three other teams.
I think you can if you've scored the goal that keeps them up, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Personally, I scored two to stay up that day. So like we celebrated with the fans a little bit, but then put some perspective on it. We've stayed in the league, like. It's nowhere near good enough. So it was quite an anticlimax because we were like, should we go out? And everyone's just like, nah, we're just gonna go home and chill out. Actually, like it's not that big of an achievement really. So yeah, it was bit of an anticlimax, but
Did
Just
Rooney
talking
have that
about-
mentality as well? Was he like,
yeah,
come on?
no, he was buzzing because we obviously stayed up and whatever. But he was like, he knew deep down it wasn't good enough, and I think reading between the lines now, I think externally there's stuff going on because we struggled financially the year after that. There was some stuff going on, then we eventually got relegated.
Were all that a knock on from Frank's team?
Yeah, so
They had a proper bash with Frank's team.
yeah, I think financially it all stemmed down from then.
Just missed out, and then
Just missed out the money, and then obviously money stops. And I think I actually think was I like paid for a lot of stuff, trips and hotels and food and stuff. He forked out quite a bit, and nobody really knows about it. But yeah, I think he actually helped the club a bit himself, which is incredible, really. But it all stemmed from probably the Franks team.
Off the back of that penalty, keeping the club up. Was that your last game as well?
So yeah, I was negotiating a new deal before COVID came. That got put in the back burner. I was like, yeah, Sam, we'll get the season out of the way, blah, 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 blah. New contract never came round. And then it got to quite late in the window. I hadn't signed anyway. I was speaking to the club and they were like, we can't financially do anything at the minute. We're under this embargo. We can only do frees. I was essentially free, but I was like, I'm sorry, like I was actually building a house, getting settled, whatever. I was like, I've got a couple of offers, like, I'm probably going to have to move on. They were like, yeah, it's the way it is. Like, from that, like, I never went back into the club again. Like, I thought I was just going to be there, so all my stuff was there. I ended up signing for Coventry quite late in the window. But if I'm being honest, it's something that I never really wanted to do. I didn't want to leave Derby. Not my hand was forced, but I had to make a decision to, like, for my family and to move on and be like, yeah, I'm going to have to leave. And yeah, it was all, as soon as I left, it sounds bad. My agent, I was like, next opportunity I can to get back, I need to go back, really. And yeah, it was tough.
Did you see Gyokeres winning the award for the best striker in Europe in 4 years' time when you played with him?
Mentality wise, yes. He was a machine. Ability wise at the time, no. I could go on for days about me fucking time with Cov and the arguments that I had with the manager and stuff. Vic was unbelievable. His attitude, work rate, like everything that he done, I could see him being a top striker. No way did I think within like 3 years you'd be like at Sporting, Champions League, whatever. But his drive and his will to want to be, he was so focused, like, I am going to be the best. And I was like, yeah, all right then, mate, yeah, good luck, whatever. And
Fucking believe him.
yeah, well, yes and no. He said it with that much conviction. He was like, mate, when he trained, he was evil. He was just like, he had this look. If you've seen him play, he had this look in his eyes. He's just like, I'm going to kill you. Like, that's how
freaky, isn't he?
He's mad, but he believed in himself, and yeah, incredible. What a great guy as well. He's a funny guy. But he trained like every day was fucking the last day he's going to play footy. And the gaffer's like, fucking got the game tomorrow, Vic. He's like, no, I need to score 5 goals. No, I need to score this. I need to do this. He was relentless. And it's all down to hard work and fairness to him. He was a machine, mate.
Could you not get on with Mark Robbins?
Fucking how long we got. Robbins was a weird one. So I've left Derby. Heard Coventry in for us. I met him. So he lives in Derby. I met him at the Starbucks on the roundabout down the bottom from his house. We have a great chat. Like, how I see myself as, like, I communicate, like, I help, I talk, like, I play the game, like, as I'm in it, like, I see it, I speak how I'm in it. It's like, yeah, that's what we need. We've just stayed up. We've got young Vic, we've got Matty Gordon, we've got Tyler Walker. We need a bit of experience to help. And I was like, this is perfect. This is my role. He's like, you might not play every game, but you may main 9, whatever. I was like, not a problem. I'm like, great, sounds perfect. So then, without going like fucking so PC, whatever, like we had a clash with the COVID injection, so that we had a bit of beef there. The assistant manager, so I'm talking like, oh Vic, this is a bit of a talking like as a striker would to your mates or whatever. The assistant stops his AD Vivash. We and him clashed as well. Are you the manager? Are you the coach? I was like, no, why? He's like, well, fucking shut up then. I was like, who are you talking to? I was like, I'm just trying to He was like, do you want the whistle? Are you the mate? Just like, and then I felt like the gaffer never really backed us in that situation. Like, I was like, you've signed us to like do this role, and now I'm getting fucking annihilated for doing it. Like, how fucked up is that kind of thing? You're going to say anything? He's like, no, just listen to him. I was like, well, no. So like, we just butted heads straight away, and I don't think he's a bad person. I just think like AD had a bit of control over him, and he just ran the sort of show essentially. And
he's a dick, Vivash.
did you come across him?
No.
Yeah, he's
How do you know he's a dick?
No, I said, well, meaning, and he is a dick.
yeah. So
Not, it weren't my opinion. It was, and he's a dick.
yeah.
Do you know
yeah,
what?
If Waggy don't like him, he's a dick.
No, yeah, essentially. But I didn't. I think I was so blinded because it was weird because he'd be like, I'm going to have a word. I think I can get you back in the team. But essentially, he was just fucking talking shite to us. Do you know what I mean? And yes, fucking the mug me having to go at the gaffer. But it was probably the two of them, and then we just clashed on so much. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, tough time. I don't think it was him per se, but we just didn't get on. Yeah, funny.
Have you still got your eyes on getting back to Derby at some point?
My contract was running out at Coventry. I had a short spell at Huddersfield. Came back, my contract was up, but Blackpool were in for us. But I wanted to go to Derby, so I was just fucking playing the game. I was speaking to the manager, Paul Warren, and I was speaking to Alex Critchley at Blackpool. Close to agreed everything there. I had more years there, more money, whatever. I was like, Gaffer, like Warney, I was like, I want to come to Derby, but you're fucking making this hard work. And he's like, well, it's fucking up to you. So I was like, right, I'm going Blackpool. I'm going to pack the car. I'm going to go now. So I was driving in the car. I was ringing them. I'm fucking going Blackpool. I am going.
See the tower?
I am going. I can see it. So it ended up becoming a bit of a running joke because like you weren't fucking going Blackpool when you were in fucking our car park, weren't you? I was like, yeah, I was driving to the training ground again. So.
Making seagull noises.
donkey bells.
I got my fish and chips again from fucking Rangers. I got them from Blackpool. But no, I always wanted. So weirdly, how it worked out essentially is Craig Forsyth is his testimonial. But they were playing Stoke in a testimonial match, and they got like me, Dave Nugent back, Craig Bryson, Bradley Johnson. So we all played in his testimonial for him, and I actually done alright because I could fucking still play. Do you know what I mean? And the conversations kind of semi snowball from there, and I got invited to come and train with the lads for a couple of weeks. Mate, at this point, I was running around like local park, and like kids are fucking breaking up from school. I'm playing fucking 5-0s with kids in the fucking park. I'm thinking, someone's got to change. Yeah, I need to try and get into a club and train again. And luckily, I had this testimonial. Done all right. They invited us into training. And then once I was in, I thought, once I'm in, like, I'm going to sign. Do you know what I mean? I was honestly buzzing to be back. And yeah, a low lead from Fozzie's testimonial. So I've got to still thank Fozzie to this day for that.
I need to ask you about Fotheringham, man.
Is that sorry?
Fotheringham, Huddersfield. Do you know what? I remember being in a YouTube hall just watching Mark Fotheringham press conferences. He's just Moorish, isn't he?
He's
as much as I think he's about
comedy
that.
gold, isn't he? But weirdly, so we went before I signed for Huddersfield. We were in Portugal, and Huddersfield were there, and they were doing this training session. When I'm saying this training session, this was like fucking Huddersfield Harriers running around this footy pitch. They were doing this end to end phase of play when the lads are goosed, mate, and it's just like I need more. He's relentless.
English or Scottish or German accent.
Scottish, German, English, the full camaraderie of it all, I think, to be honest. And then my agent rings us. So my agent rings us saying Huddersfield are in for you, and I fell out with Carv at this time. So I've waived like a lot of bonuses. Like the gaffer's like, you're not going until you pay. You've got your this, like, I don't care, like, I want to go and leave, I'll give you my money. I'm not really asked, so I give the club the money. Went to Huddersfield with Fotheringham and met Kenny Miller, so I knew Kenny Miller, he was his assistant. He was like, are you ready for this? I was like, ready for what? He's like, it's fucking hard. I was like, could have told us this fucking 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I am ready for it. I'm desperate to get out, ready to play in that again. But he was another one, he was so intense, but with Uwe, there was a kind of a method behind the madness, but with Mark, like, I didn't really see the method behind the madness, if that makes sense.
Madness.
Yeah, just madness. And he was full on, but when he spoke to them on an individual level, it was really good. Like the information was good. I think, yeah, like this is good stuff. But the translation from off the field on the pitch, everyone was just like all over the shop. And I think again, in an environment, you lost the lads straight away. And once you do that with the running, the information, everything that's going on, it's hard to pull it back then, and it's really difficult.
That's him. It talks a good game, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And you just said there, he'll say the right things, but then you get on the training pitch and like, what the fuck's this?
What's going on? Yeah. It was like just bodies everywhere, like, and just people running left, right, and centre.
See, that must be hard for Kenny as well, because Kenny's got to implement what the gaffer wants, but knowing full well, really, fucking, this is outrageous.
I think Kenny's on board with it. I do. And weirdly, they did complement each other really well, but it just didn't work. Again, gone into a club where we're down the bottom, it's probably not what you need. You just need somebody to steady the ship, really, which is what we got with Neil Warner coming in. Fucking top tier. That's what the club needed. They didn't need like a madness. Yeah, they didn't need everything all over the shop. They were quite a basic team in terms of what they were, like very drilled 4-4-2. Like that's what they were. They just didn't need bodies flying everywhere.
What was the story about going back? Did you just turn up?
Why
did he we might as well sign him.
The Derby one, yeah. Essentially, basically, I had like a 2-month spell at Northampton. So I played Northampton. I actually announced my retirement in February. Done a high rocks. I was just like pottering like the next steps or whatever. I went to a Derby game, and I went down to the pitch side to see the lads. Seen like Jeff Hendrick, he'd just been signed. Yeah, seen Fozzie, like a few of the old lads chatting away. And then Eusty, the gaffer, comes out and he goes, "Oh, hi Waggy, how you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, great." He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Honestly, just chilling. Like, got a high rocks next week." He's like, "Come in and train." I was like, "Oh, Eusty, I've just retired. Like, not really what I want to do." He's like, "Don't be fucking daft. We need players like you and around the place." So if you're sure, like, yeah, I'll ring you tomorrow. So he's like, "Yeah, no worries." And that was it. So I rang my agent. I was like, "Is this fucking real? Like, is this happening?" He's like, "I think so." He's texted saying, "Is Waggy coming in on Monday?" I was like, "I'll ring him." Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to ring him. He's like, "Waggy, spoke to Storsy, like the prayer liaison, everything's sorted, your kit's going to be ready. See you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. I was like, "Well, I've got to drop the..." He's like, "Yeah, not a problem. See you when you get in." So come in, mate. It was unbelievable. Mate, I was like a cheerleader. I was playing table tennis. I was playing pool. I was fucking...
Well, it's a paid role.
Yeah, I signed a short-term deal to essentially train and like just fucking
be about the place.
But like what you love, like I spoke to you, he's like, "I'm going in there to like fucking get the lads going." Essentially, like I don't like losing, and like I don't like where the club is, whatever. He's like, "Yeah, that's what I need. I need you to like drive standards." So like, yeah, I was flying around training, like nailing people, like getting onto people, and it's what you wanted. You want like the experience. Me, Jeff Hendrick, Eric Peters, you needed like players like that to keep driving, training, and I fucking loved it. I loved the place, and I knew a lot of the lads from like my second time I was there. It was just easy to just slip in and like just bring a good bit of energy. Like I had a laugh off the pitch, but when I trained, like I was nailing people. And
brought you in because you care.
Yeah.
Essentially,
you wanted people that cared about the club and wanted. Yeah. So yeah, I was just like, absolute not a problem. 5-0s, loved it.
It's almost like bringing a fan in.
Yeah.
Squad that can play a lot.
It's like I won the prize again.
Everything that was going to break down.
I won the lucky dip last weekend, so I'm coming in for a few weeks. Yeah. Sponsor a fan.
Well, then you're talking another year for this year?
No. Nah.
Come on, you stay. There's time yet.
Yeah.
Give him a couple of weeks.
I tell you what, I went last night. I tried to have another conversation with him. No, in fairness, the training role, it's a good little gig, and you see some ex-players like Tom Whittleston, like Jay Spear, and they've done like the B team 21s coach, and it's not something I would be opposed to if I'm putting it out there if anybody's watching. No, like it's a good little gig, like because you get to train, still stay active, staying around the environment. You learn, like I'm doing my coaching stuff, so it is a good one, but I've just not really kind of pursued it as such yet. So.
We'll get
You're
you a
listening,
job
you
now.
stay.
Yeah,
A couple of laps at car park after this, you'll be in.
Oh, fit enough. I've done the high rocks. I'm fit. I'm ready to go.
See if he wants a non-playing member.
Yeah, a non-player. Yeah, okay, good.
It's only an hour for me,
morale booster.
Team spirit.
Yeah.
But is that
it goes a long way, that team spirit.
The long-term vision, like coaching, getting in?
yeah, I want to do like me individual strike and stuff. If I'm honest, being a part of it as a striker, you're quite selfish, aren't you? Like, I think being a part of a coaching setup's not really what I want to do at the minute. I think there's a role for like that B team or like individual strike and stuff, and I enjoy it. Like, I love that as a striker. I worked with a guy called Aaron Russell, and I loved all that individual stuff. Just as a striker, made me just feel a little bit good. So I would love to like do maybe something like that in the future. But
Is that the England fella?
yeah, he
By
was.
the way,
yeah.
he was fucking crap. I
What,
played
as
with
a
him at
player?
Macclesfield. He was
Did you?
shit. Aye. Couldn't hit a fucking barn door.
He could fucking finish when I worked with him, pal. By the
No,
way.
well, something must have happened then.
Yeah.
Who got him in?
No, I just looked for somebody.
Oh, did
yeah, I
you?
researched him. Yeah,
Good looking fella, innit?
yeah, he had a bit about him, didn't he? But he was over in America for a few years. I think he studied while he was over there. And yeah, it was just class. So I would like to do something like that. I think it's good. I think as strikers, you just want like that bit of individual stuff and a bit of finishing, and it doesn't get neglected. You do costing and finishing drills, you do finishing drills, but I think they're just a little bit token and a bit generic at times. And the way the game is now, the game's transitioning to like set piece coaches in it, like throwing specialists. Who the fuck has a throwing specialist? All this. So I think it is going that way. And yeah, if I can help in any way, I think I would like to do something like that. But
That's jealousy, that.
yeah,
You know,
they
because he's better looking.
Yeah, he was a
saying
good looking
he's crap.
fucker as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Tries bringing him
It was
down.
venom.
He does it with me all the time.
I'm telling you, he was shit. Look at his record at Macclesfield. Basically, 1 in 40. Well, I'm going to look at it when we finish. If you're still speaking, tell him I said hello and he was crap.
you might listen to it. Then. you might get wind of it.
I bet he's very good looking.
Yeah,
The bastard.
yeah. He's a prick. He's a prick.
Top man, Waggy.
Yeah,
lad.
top man for that.
cheers,
Thank you very
guys.
much for that, mate.
Nah,
Really
you
enjoyed
enjoyed
that.
time. That was class. Thanks very much.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget, he sends his regard to David Graham as well.
Yeah,
David Gracie, didn't we?
tell his family I said hello, yeah, at the wedding. And I need that 50 quid off you, Browny, for the boots.
Let's run the cash point. Oh, and thanks to O'Dwyer's as well in Derby
Yeah.
for letting us use it. We're here
Yes.
Friday.
Oh, the venue.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Steve O'Brien. He knows who he is.
Yes.
Anybody else selling anything, John?
Stop playing with your Mickey.
Did you know that we've got almost 200 unreleased episodes on Patreon? You know that, Chris? Which are your favourites?
I'm going to give you Ron Atkinson,
Yes.
Yakubu, Mark Crossley, Part 2.
One of my personal favourite.
For anybody that doesn't know, what is Patreon?
Patreon is the app that not only helps support the podcast, but also gives you access to, like I said, almost 200 unreleased episodes and an extra 2 every month.
I like it because we get away with a lot of stuff on Patreon that we wouldn't normally on YouTube. And we've set up a community chat, which
Yes, with the Friday Club,
With
some of
Friday
the images on there. Yeah,
Patreon's great for growing our Friday Club. That's why we're here.
helping the Friday Club grow and the regular series, and I like that community being together on there as well, where everyone's chatting and having a laugh about the episodes.
And it's cheap.
Very cheap. I'd say cheaper than, what, a pint? Yeah.
Yeah.
A toasty these days from an expensive coffee shop.
Expensive
and
retailer.
a coffee.
Yeah.
A coffee. A scented candle, they're expensive. A bag for life, maybe. What else is like about that price? I tell you what's about that price. A wine cooler in the shape of a cowboy boot.
Yes. That is expensive then these
I
days.
think it's between your legs, John. Anything else?
No, just sign up.
Or pie. A pie. It's cheaper than a pie.
The money shot.
No, but it is about supporting the podcast, and like we said, it just helps us create. Oh, Bag for Life, yeah, with a cat on it. It helps us keep creating the podcast, and we just really appreciate it, and just builds that community, doesn't it?
Well done, John.
$14.99.
It's not that expensive.
£3.50 plus VAT.
There we go. So you could actually buy quite a few wine cooler cowboy boots. So if you want to sign up, just download the Patreon app, search Undr The Cosh, you'll be straight in there. And like we've said, if it weren't for the Patreons up to this point, but I don't think we'd be still creating this podcast, would we? So
Up the
thank you.
Cosh.
and get yourself involved.